BSc Second, Semester 4, CBCS syllabus. Paper number 8 is plant metabolism and unit number 1 is nitrogen metabolism. Today we will see about this topic, nitrogen metabolism. Plant requires many inorganic elements or the synthesis of different organic substance require for its proper growth and development. Like carbon, hydrogen and oxygen, the element nitrogen is one of the most essential element for the plant and living organism. It is present in nucleic acid, proteins, growth hormones and amino acids, which plays an important role in physiological and biological processes. Nitrogen is present in the atmosphere in the form of nitrogen gas and it is 78% by volume and major gas in the atmosphere. Green plants are unable to use this nitrogen directly in their metabolism. Only some organisms can convert the nitrogen gas into organic forms. Such microorganisms are responsible for addition of atmospheric nitrogen in organic form in the soil and make it available to the different types of the green plants. Like this, nitrogen is very important gas which is present in atmosphere and its percentage is 78%. In the next slide, we will see about the soil nitrogen. Nitrogen present in the soil is called as a soil nitrogen. In the soil, it is present in different forms. These forms are nitrate nitrogen, ammonia nitrogen and molecular nitrogen. Green plants absorbs nitrates by nitrite assimilation or nitrate assimilation. Few plants absorb ammonia and ammonium salts from the soil. The conversion of the free nitrogen by natural or physical process is called as nitrogen fixation. When any biological system is involved in the process, then it is called as biological nitrogen fixation, in which atmospheric gas is converted into ammonia. That is, nitrogen from the atmosphere is get converted into ammonia. The nitrate nitrogen is absorbed by the plant and it is get converted into ammonia by particular type of the process which is called as nitrate reduction. For the synthesis of organic compounds, nitrates and ammonia are assimilated by the plants using different enzymes, nitrate reductase and nitrogenase. Some microorganisms or prokaryotic cells can carry out nitrogen fixation due to the presence of specific genome and nitrogenase enzyme. Genes which are associated with nitrogen fixation are called as NIF genes. NIF means nitrogen fixing genes. In the last video, we have studied about the nitrogen cycle. Then in this slide, we will study about the biological nitrogen fixation. The conversion of free nitrogen into organic form by natural or physical process is called as nitrogen fixation. When it is carried out with the help of organisms, it is called as biological nitrogen fixation, and percentage of this biological nitrogen fixation is maximum. 90% nitrogen is added in the soil by biological nitrogen fixation process. Green plants except blue-green algae are eukaryotic organisms which do not proper machinery to fix atmospheric nitrogen. Therefore, Nitrogen fixation is the prokaryotic field, and these organisms have the enzyme complex nitrogenase that catalyzes the reduction of nitrogen into ammonia. Therefore, the prokaryotic organisms or nitrogen fixers are important for this biological nitrogen fixation. The prokaryotic organisms or nitrogen fixers are aerobic, anaerobic, photosynthetic or non-photosynthetic. These are broadly divided into two categories or two groups. First is non-symbiotic nitrogen fixation and second one is symbiotic nitrogen fixation. In the next slide, we will study these two groups in detail. That is, with particular type of examples, we will study this part, that is non-symbiotic nitrogen fixation. Nitrogen fixation by free-living organisms was discovered by Vinogradsky. In 1894, he isolated free-living anaerobic bacterium Clostridium pastorianum. Non-symbiotic nitrogen fixers are bacteria, blue-green algae and fungi. We will start to study first part, that is bacteria. Many free-living bacteria have ability to fix atmospheric nitrogen. These bacteria requires ions of minerals like molybdenum, iron and copper, that is MoFe and Cu, for efficient nitrogen fixation. The free-living bacteria may be aerobic, anaerobic or photosynthetic. Now we will study about these different types of bacteria. First, aerobic bacteria. Examples are Azotobacter. It is able to fix 10 kg nitrogen per hectare per year. Bijrinkia, Derexia, Mycobacterium, Azomonas, Arthobacter. All these are the different examples of bacteria which are included in the aerobic bacteria. Then anaerobic facultative bacteria. For example, Aerobacter, Klebsiella chlorobium, Metabacterium, Pseudomonas, Clostridium, Chromatium, Rhodomicrobium. All these bacteria are present in the soil and highly resistant to adverse conditions. They grow rapid in moisture and nutrients. Then the next part is photosynthetic nitrogen fixing bacteria. These are the species of sulfur bacteria. For example, Rhodomicrobium, Rhodopseudomonas, D-sulfovibrio, Chlorobium. They fix nitrogen in presence of sulfur as oxidant. They are abundant in soil and water, but their growth is limited due to lack of light. In this slide, we will see about the different habitats with varying nutrient level. Bacteria prefer different habitats, different type of nutrient level, oxygen, temperature, pH, soil depth, season, water for the optimum growth. So all these factors affect on bacteria. The bacteria reduce nitrogen to ammonia by producing different intermediate compounds as shown in the following reaction. Dinitrogen is converted into diamide. Diamide is converted into hydrazine and hydrazine is converted into ammonia. yeast is the second part. Pink yeast Rhodotorula species is isolated from soil, which shows nitrogen fixing ability. And the third part is blue-green algae. It is included in non-symbiotic nitrogen fixation. Blue-green algae may be unicellular, colonial or filamentous. In the freshwater or lakes or in the rice field, these blue-green algae are capable to fix 2 to 5 kg nitrogen per hectare per year. It is associated with a special large thick-walled and empty cell called as a heterocyst. So heterocyst is one important structure which is present in the blue-green algae and which is useful for the nitrogen fixation. Different examples of blue-green algae are Anabaena, Anabaenopsis, Alocera, Nostoc, Cylindrospermum, Calothrix, Cytonema, Tolipothrix, Fischierella, Haplosiphon, Stegonema, Chlorogloia and Mastigocladus. These blue-green algae can fix biological nitrogen. Similarly, non-heterocystous filaments of blue-green algae like Plictonema, Lingaya, Oscillatoria, Trichoderma can fix atmospheric nitrogen. So all these are the examples of blue-green algae which are able to fix atmospheric nitrogen and able to enhance the soil fertility. Now the second part of symbiotic nitrogen fixation. It is called as symbiotic nitrogen fixation process. These microorganisms establish symbiotic relationship with different plants. The leguminous plants should be sown not only for their yield but also for the benefit of next grown crops, because the residue of leguminous plants enriches the soil by adding nitrogen. The leguminous plants get nitrogen due to presence of bacteria in the root nodules. In this symbiosis, bacteria provide fixed nitrogen to the host plant and receives soluble carbohydrates from the host. Let us start to study the different examples. First, leguminous plants with root nodule bacteria. Leguminous crops fix atmospheric nitrogen with the help of nodule bacteria. In these symbiotic associations between legume, host and bacteria, both the partners are benefited through formation of nodules on roots. The root nodule bacteria are isolated by Beijerinck in 1888 and named it as Rhizobium. It is free living in soil, gram-negative, non-sporulating, aerobic, motile, rod-shaped, nodule-forming bacterium. 7 different groups are recorded for Rhizobium bacteria. It can grow well with the supply of carbohydrates, vitamins, calcium and neutral pH under the laboratory conditions. Nodules in leguminous crops are pink in color due to presence of leg hemoglobin pigment, which regulates oxygen concentration and increases nitrogenase activity. This figure shows root nodules on roots. These root nodules are with rhizobium bacteria and able to do biological nitrogen fixation. Now we'll see the second part of symbiotic nitrogen fixation. It is non-leguminous plants with nodule bacteria. Some non-leguminous root nodules, nitrogen fixing angiosperm, belong to 15 genera of woody and herbaceous nature. Important examples are Carrieria, Ulmus, Myrica, Casuarina, Hippophae, Elaginus, Dryas, Purshia, Sephardia, Syracarpus, Synathus, Arctostaphylos. All these are the examples of angiosperm which are able to fix atmospheric nitrogen, and these are non-leguminous plants, but these are with root nodules. So these are able to fix the atmospheric nitrogen. Genus Frankia of actinomycetes fix large amount of nitrogen in root nodules of forest plants. For example, Ulmus and Casuarium. It adds about 157 kg nitrogen per hectare per year. And leaf nodule which are confined to members of Rubiaceae, for example Paphyta, Myrcinaceae, for example Arlesia, are due to Mycobacterium and Phlaeobacterium growing in these nodules. Like this, some Rubiaceae members, Myrcinaceae members are able to fix atmospheric nitrogen, and these plants are with root nodules. These plants are with leaf nodules. Ulmus and Casuarium, these are with root nodules, while Paphyta, Arlesia are with leaf nodules and able to fix atmospheric nitrogen. The third part in symbiotic nitrogen fixation is blue-green algae in symbiosis. Blue-green algae members show symbiotic association with fungi, liverworts, mosses, ferns, gymnosperms, where the nitrogen fixed by algae is provided by host. Algal-fungal association occurs in nature in the form of lichen. The algae genera are Nostoc, Calothrix. Fixed nitrogen in lichen genera like Collima, Lypogium, Lobaria, Punaria, Parmelia, Placopis, Usnea, Nephrama, Stica shows nitrogenous activity. Algal members provide nitrogen in the form of amino acids to fungal partner for its growth. Some bryophytes are with blue-green algae. For example, Anthoceros. Anthoceros thallus shows nostoc colonies. Sphagnum moss from the bryophytic plant shows association with Haplosiphon. The algae help in nitrogen nutrition of the host. The fern Azolla shows association with algae Anabaena. Algae inside the cavities present on dorsal lobe of Azolla leaf. Like this, some bryophytic plants like Anthoceros thallus shows nostoc algae. Sphagnum moss shows haplosiphon. Azolla shows Anabena. So algae are present inside the cavities of these plants. In the cells, these are get embedded. In the next slide, we will see some other examples. Species of nostoc and Anabena are present in corolite root of gymnosperm genera like Cycas, Jamia, Macrojamia, Ceratojamia, Stangeria. These endophytic algae fixes nitrogen and help in establishment of seedling of above genera. Aquatic angiosperm Guneria macrophylla and Guneria manucata shows presence of Nostoc punctiforme in intercellular species in the leaf base and in the stem. Like this, Nostoc and Anabena are present inside the corolite root of gymnosperms, and some aquatic angiosperm Guneria species, Macrophylla and manucata, shows presence of algae Nostoc punctiforme. So algae plays an important role in nitrogen fixation. So this was about biological nitrogen fixation by non-symbiotic and symbiotic organisms. Thank you.